I am home.
So, in the early 2000s, I had the luxury of having a PC in my bedroom, and instead of going online and learning about the mystique of the internet and playing Flash games, I just had a stack of CD games, and that's primarily what I stuck to playing, a lot of single-player games. One of them being Stunt Track Driver. Hot Wheels to me had always been a part of my life, and I was only like 3 or 4 years old at the time, so short life, but having those Hot Wheels and seeing a game where I can play as one, mind-blowing.
There are 3 modes of play, which even by 1998 standards isn't that extensive. There is an editor mode, which allows you to build with track pieces, some that are used throughout the game. And when I was younger, I thought 2 things. 1, these aren't all the pieces in the game, which is kind of lackluster because I can't do a lot of stunts off of them. And 2, the fact that this kid just can build in his garage. And speaking of, I want to talk about that for a second. You are allowed to build like that in your living room? Shoot, I wouldn't be able to do that. And then you're able to build in your bedroom like that. I also peeped the mirrored wall that you would have from the 90s. And you get to build inside of your greenhouse, which it can't be good for the plants. And then you get to be in your attic with a literal suit of fucking armor. And then even on top of that, you have the perfect sandcastle built for this. And you have the game room with the jukebox, pool table, and the poker card table. And on top of that, this kid got the tracks just dropped off to him like this. I wish this shit happened to me when I was a kid. Like, you know how expensive Hot Wheels tracks are now and then? You're telling me you started just before 10 o'clock and finished just after 3 o'clock? No. Let me just get into the game. The core of Stunt Track Driver is its timed championship mode. You start out with 3 cars, each of them with differing top speeds, accelerations, and stunt abilities, which allows you to do stunts. The championship mode is basically a time attack, you racing against the countdown to the finish line. You gain your speed by staying on the track and maneuvering turns as not to crash. Pressing P at any time allows you to pause the game, as well as unpause it. You also go through speed boost and loops as well to avoid obstacles like, "Get the damn cat out of here!" Multiple times on each track, you'll be able to find yourself flying through the air and being able to do stunts. Landing these stunts allows you to gain more speed, and you're going to need it sometimes on these sharper turns. As with any sort of stunt-based racing game, failing to land your stunts, that results in and losing a few seconds off the clock while you reset. One of the things that I liked as a kid, and I think any kid would like, is just how some of these tracks ended. We were kids, this was entertaining, we were easily amused. Going on to the next course in the gauntlet, we unlock a new car each time that we complete one of these courses in the championship mode. I think I'll go with the new one. Seems pretty fast. Now we're in the bedroom course. To this day, there's still 2 things about this course that always make me raise an eyebrow. The fact that this kid had his own bathroom off of his bedroom, which I thought was cool as hell, full bathroom. And the other thing that I thought about too when I was younger was right after this bed, where are these cars coming from? Who is sending these cars after me like this? After a nice dunk in the trash can and getting a silver medal, we move on to the next course, which is our first mystery course on the docket. We get one of my favorite looking cars, but it's also one of the worst cars in the game. So I think the choice is clear. I'm going to stick with good old reliable here. Our third course brings us to the greenhouse, which we totally did not see in that intro movie, with a couple of short jumps and the absolute craziest, curviest ass turn that just takes away all my speed. And said course ends up with us slinging our car into a carnivorous plant. Told you, not healthy for the plants. After unlocking one of our most attitude-riddled cars, we head to a course next that has just as much attitude in its soundtrack, the Attic. So, being 4 courses deep into the game, you might be thinking, wow, this game is pretty easy. Because it is. Again, I was like 3. It is easy. But, instead, as a kid, I was thinking, why are there mice up here? Isn't there supposed to be someone that's supposed to be doing their job right now? I'm sorry I doubted you. Good kitty. If I had to pick a favorite part of my course, it would be going into a mouse hole where your car just knows how to turn and turn around in there. If a cat's paw just trying to grab at you. And then right here is probably one of the big jumps in the game. So big in fact that they give you 3 speeders just to make sure you can make it. Right into the suit of armor. I know it's a dumb thing to complain about here, but why is there a suit of armor in your house? Anyway, after passing that anomaly, we head towards the end of this course where your car is just been flung out a window, you know, not trying to kill anyone there. Placing gold in a 1998 PC game? Hell yeah. After unlocking yet another car, which is not as good as the others, we head into the next course, the longest course in the game, outside at the Sandcastle. The Sandcastle course has multiple jumps for some of the biggest stunts in the game, including here and here. Remember this one. We will be back. After taking a dump in a sand bucket, placing gold in a 1998 PC game? Hell yeah. Also, placing more than 50 stunts in the course will give you a crowd of disembodied voices and several flashing fireworks of the 90s on your screen. Hell yeah. Moving on to the final course in the game, we are gifted with the best car in the game, the gold car. There is no better car, so we might as well just take it for a spin on this final course in the game room. You know, as a kid, I always wanted a room like this. It was the coolest thing to me when I was 3 years old. Game room that had the disco lights, the pool table, card table. Even though I didn't know how to play cards, it had it all. And it was downstairs in a basement too? Count me in. Unfortunately, for being the final level of the game and the coolest room arguably, it's short at only 52 seconds. Placing gold in a 1998 PC game? Hell yeah. After completing the game, we get a sizzle reel of all of the tracks and cars that we used in the game, and I don't remember getting that car, but we're shown our accomplishments and shown each course in the game, and I did not use that car. But we're showing off... Did I get that car? Wait a second. Wait. No, something's not right. Hang on. Wait a minute. Even as a kid, I remember that I never unlocked all of the cars in this game. And honestly, that's a shame, especially for a game that's made for such young children. I should be able to get these cars, right? Okay. Remember how I said remember this course? Let's remember it.
Can't be that hard. There's gotta be something I'm missing.
I forgot. You can barrel roll. I didn't read the instructions, I was 3! I did it! All 12 cars and their distinctive growls. At this point, there really isn't much to do now besides trying to place gold in the championship circuit, but there's really no reason. No, I just like to thank Mattel for making my childhood pretty good. What was that? Okay, clicking on the Mattel logo apparently changes the music up. Or does something. I don't think this music's anywhere in the game. Or this course. Beating the championship mode unlocks a hidden course in the game, which is uncompleted, and you can tell. Playing through this entire course, it feels like it takes elements of every single course we've been through in the entire game and just mashes them all together for some sort of amalgamation of courses just floating in the air, or in some sort of virtual cyberspace, as the 90s lady called it. But really, completing this course doesn't really do anything for you or your progression of the game. You've already beaten it, but it's so fun to play. Although I will say, in the many times that I've tried playing this course, no matter with what car, I cannot reach that gold medal 1 minute 11 seconds. Because I'm not good enough. All in all, Stunt Track Driver was one of the earliest games that I remember playing. It might even be the first. And having the imagination of a 3-year-old who loved Hot Wheels, this did a pretty good job of what it tried to accomplish. I just still don't know why they thought a kid would have a suit of armor in his attic.